Hey guys, it's Fernie here. Another Tuesday, another set of vault openings. Just my little screen cap here with all the content I did last week. I actually kind of focused more on some raids just because more of my characters need tier and trinkets, stuff like that. I also think it's more time efficient in terms of crest and loot. You know, in an hour and a half, you can do 8 or 9 bosses in the raid no problem, compared to like maybe 3 Mythic Plus where you might get one piece. So I've been kind of swapping that. A little less dungeons this week, but more raid focused on some of my characters, specifically like my tanks. But we'll go ahead and get started. You know, we got a dungeon done on every single character, and I even finished my warrior. She is now 70. I've got one of everything on the server. Well, let's go ahead and get started with my rat, the Warlock. I think the lowest key I did was an 11, so all the things that have one box are pretty much 11 dungeons, which is a 431, I think it is. That sounds right. We'll see, though. Get our second catalyst charge this week, too, which will be nice, so we can start getting 2 pieces if you have 0. And this character has nothing, so a 430 piece is going to be better than anything. I can't see anything not being an upgrade, so we're just going to open it. A cape. Very boring, but it's almost 50 item levels, so you know, you take it. I swear I've seen this cape on so many characters. How many item levels did that get me? 3. 3 item levels for a cape. Cool. Alrighty. Now we look at the Hunter. Hunter is sitting on 3-piece. Still really needs a bow. I'm pretty sure I'm still using a normal Razageth bow because I just haven't been playing him. Eventually, if I can't get one, I'll just craft something. I do have a max leatherworker, so I can craft a bow. Oh no, I did get a gun, actually. I got a gun in my dungeon. I forgot about that. So a 4th tier piece would be nice. So, gloves or legs. Trinkets are pretty bad. Could use those. And bracers. Obviously open as marksman, because we're not playing survival. Another weapon? I mean, sure, a hero track weapon is great. Mastery main stat. It's good for both specs. Cool. Not that I'll be playing this character very often, but you know, it's nice to have upgrades when you do decide to play it. And then next we've got the Mage with 1 dungeon. And then I think my Monk is the only other thing that has 1 dungeon and nothing else. Everything else has dungeons and raid, so it's going to be a lot more options on the last 5 or 6 characters. So what is my Mage looking at? I don't think I have any tier pieces. I do have some catalyst fodder, so I can probably get 2-piece this week. So I guess another tier slot. Weapon. I don't really want boots, cape, or bracers because I have those, so as long as it's not that, we're happy. A belt. Haste Mastery with a socket. I mean, it's 15 item levels. It's got a socket on it. It's a hero track belt. We like it. My Mage is the king of off-pieces. I guess I should get every off-piece. Because that's what? Cloak, bracers, belt, boots. All I'm missing is like a neck and a ring. Okay. And then the Monk is the last solo dungeon character. The Monk did do a 16, so he will have a 441, which will be upgradable to 447. They did announce 10.1.5 is going to be coming out in July 11th, so like 3 weeks. So if you have 441 pieces, they're going to be added to a new track called Myth. It's going to be upgradable to 447. So for instance, these 2 weapons, because they're base 441, will be upgradable to 447. and you'll need Aspect Crest for that. So the monk is pretty much looking for tier pieces. Another replacement ring for this filial duty would be cool. A trinket. I guess I actually do need a helm. I need a helm so I can drop my Flaring Cowl and then equip this 447 Toxic Infused Belt. That'll give me double 447 embellishments, so it was nice to get that done this week. Reverse Leech Trinket from Vortex Pinnacle. I think it's pretty good, but I want to double check. It's not like I know it's not the best trinket for tanking, but I think it's decent. And my trinkets are pretty bad. Oh. I lied, maybe. Maybe it's awful. Apparently it's terrible, which is weird because it's good for bear. Maybe because it has a nature proc on it. Melee attacks against you. Oh, I see. So maybe as like a high dodge tank it doesn't work very well. I mean, it's got to be better than a 415 Decoration of Flame, right? And I can just replace it later. Like, the decoration is so outdated. I mean, we'll just take it. I don't think it's great. It's probably okay enough that I can replace it. And just keep it for now until I get raid trinkets or something. This is the only character I didn't do the raid on for my tanks, so... Maybe, see, that'll teach me. Maybe I should have opened as Windwalker instead and gotten the DPS trinket. That could have been a Raid Horn, that could have been a Spear Fragment, loaded dice. So maybe next time I just open as DPS and double check before I open it. Anyway, so the rest of these characters are going to have Dungeon plus Raid. So let's do the Shaman next. Shaman got 116 done, and then I did some Raid Finder for memes. Shaman is pretty much done. He's got 4-piece, he's got his double embellishment. I crafted the mail, gloves and belt. I think the Scale Rain set has the haste proc on it. I have the Black Dragon Scale, which is okay. I guess a trinket is really all we're looking for. I have Abyss Neck. I would take a really good ring. The one from Neltharian's Lair is Haste Mastery, I believe, so I would take that, or a trinket. I think I am going to open as Ellie, though, so I can start getting Ellie loot. Watch, I'll get a Ellie trinket, just to spite me. Okay, we have Raid Finder boots, and a 441 Mastery Crit ring. The ring is not amazing for any spec. It's okay for enhance. Crit is not very good. But it might be better than Diurna's Chosen. I might just take it and sim it, because it's upgradable to 447, and there's no other good options. I can't take a socket, so... I think we'll just take this, and we'll sim it later. Might be better, it might not. It looks okay for, like, Resto, if I decide to play Resto in Raid. High Mastery is always nice. Okay. And now we'll start with some of the normal characters. So my Druid did... I might have done 4 dungeons on my Druid. And then I did a normal clear, so I'm going to have 3 raid slots and maybe 2 dungeon slots. It might just be 1, I'm not sure. And I actually did play Boomkin in some of the dungeons, just to get some more practice on it. So I don't know if I opened as Boomkin or as Feral. I think I opened as Feral. I've been tanking more. And we've got 2-piece already, so, well, I have a normal weapon already. Maybe I just opened as Boomkin, and if I get a trinket, I get a trinket, you know. Let's do that. Looking for a 3rd piece, a Boomkin weapon, a Boomkin trinket, a ring. Okay, I see some pretty good pieces. This is the Bis Boomkin weapon on the hero track, which is excellent. So that would be 441. We have some shoulders, which are a 30 item level upgrade. I could catalyze these for 3-piece. We have the Flowstone, which is okay. I think it's been nerfed, so it's not amazing. Worth noting, it does work for both specs. This could be a good pickup. The shoulders, which I do not have, which would give me 3-piece, and another int weapon on the champion track, Crit Haste. So let me just glance at Blood Mallet again. I don't think Flowstone is amazing, but is it good enough to take over a 408 Alchemist Stone? Probably. It's like 4th or 5th best for balance. Man, I hate giving up this weapon. But I think this trinket is better overall. I mean, this is just a normal trinket, though. You know what? I'm going to take the weapon. I'm going to be greedy and take the weapon. Because when I do end up playing Boomkin, it's going to be good. So, might be a little bit of a controversial pick since I'm not playing it as much, but I think if I do decide to play it, I'm going to want that. Alright. Let's get to the Paladin. The Paladin did... I think I did 8 of 9 normal. I didn't do Sark because my Evoker needed it for the Legendary, which I did not get this week. So I'll have 3 boxes from Raid and 1 Mythic. I think it was a 12, so it's going to be a 434 in the Dungeon slot and then 3 normal Raid slots. And we're going to open as Rhett with level weapon, any tier pieces. Okay, 2 rings, a neck, and a trinket. Well, crit verse, the good stats on this ring, but I don't think I'll be taking it. Crit haste ring, which is also pretty good. A mastery verse neck, and then a 434 frenzying signal flare. We're getting all the weird trinkets today. I think this trinket is not amazing. I think it's good for like 2 or 3 specs. I don't think Rhett is one. But is it better than a 415 Big Toe? It might be better than a 415 Big Toe. It's pretty close on single target, it looks like. And on AoE, it's actually worse. Interesting. Is there ever a world where I take a socket? I have nothing good to socket, probably not. Mastery verse is pretty bad. I mean, maybe I just take the verse crit ring and just upgrade it. I mean, the rings are kind of unexciting. I can just craft a ring. I'm going to use the amulet for the rest of the season. The neck is not great. I can also craft the neck. I have 3 sparks. I think I'm just going to take the trinket, even though it's like really marginal. So we'll just do that. A lot of unexciting picks, but you know, item level upgrades are item level upgrades, so that's the name of the game right now with some of these alts. Who do we have left? We've got a couple characters left. So we can look at the Demon Hunter. So the Demon Hunter did 7 of 9 heroic and a 16, so I'm going to have a 441 and 3 heroic slots. Looking for a weapon, a trinket, any tier piece that's not shoulders or gloves. So we got 2 heroic tier shoulders. Worth noting that these will go to 447, actually. Maybe worth taking these. But... oh, a Crypt Mastery chest. It's really good for Havoc. It's not great for Vengeance. Verse Haste Bracers. I think the chest is a better upgrade, though. I mean, 30 item levels on the chest is huge. 15 item levels on Bracers is pretty weenie, so I think we're just going to take this. It's going to work for both specs reasonably. Because this is my weakest piece by far, is my 395 chest, so... oh yeah, 425. Not bad. Okay, we're happy with that. And let's take a look at... I guess we'll look at the Warrior. So the Warrior I leveled on Saturday or Sunday. I did like 7 or 8 dungeons, so I'll probably have 3 dungeon slots. And then I did some Raid Finder to try and get a weapon. I think the highest key I did was a 14. Which is going to give me a 437, I believe. Looking for weapon, trinkets. We're going to go arms so I don't get one-handers. Anything to catalyze would obviously be great. You know, I crafted... I would rather not see a belt just because I crafted a belt. A Raid Finder Anvil. I think it's a good trinket, but I think it's too low of an item level to justify. A 437 hero chest piece, 431 hero helm, 415. So the boots, no. The trinket is good, but it's only Raid Finder. I don't have anything to upgrade it with. I might just take the helm. The helm is 30 item levels. And indestructible, which I guess is kind of cool. We're good with that. You know, week 1 character, 412, not bad. Does pretty good damage in dungeons. Fury is a lot of fun. A lot of cooldowns. Alright. Who have we got left? We got the Evoker, got the Rogue, the DK, and the Priest. These videos just get longer and longer with all the fucking characters I'm doing. So the Evoker, I did 8 dungeons, with a 16 being the highest, so a 441 piece there. I did a full heroic clear. I killed Sark twice last week to try and kill the get the legendary, but I didn't get it. So what are we hoping for? We don't need healing trinkets, so I guess we'll go Devastation. A big weapon, I guess. Not bracers. Beacon to the Beyond. Oh, that's a interesting pick. So the cloak, we have a sport cloak we won't take. Shoulders with leech. That's worth considering for healing. Because I can catalyze these with leech is pretty good. 441 offhand with good dungeon stats. 437 hero shoulders. 431 hero weapon. And beacon. Is there ever a world where I take this beacon trinket as a meme? Like, it is terrible for healing. But it's a lot of damage. Of course I would see it on this character, not any of my tanks. I feel like I can't take it. It's too much of a meme. I kind of want to take the hero shoulders with leech. I think that's better for healing. I'm going to do that. I think the long-term pick is that. Leech is extremely strong for healing. A little unexciting with somewhat, you know, compared to the rest of the picks, but I can't take a beacon on a healer. It's not good for devastation either, so it wouldn't make any sense. Alright. I guess we will go to the DK next. The DK did 116, so a 441 piece. 7 of 9 heroic, I think, is my first week tanking in my DK. I mean, raid tanking is super easy, so Very easy to run in there, grab some tier and some random pieces, and then walk out. Heroic Ashcander would be amazing. So we will open as Unholy. I don't want to get one-handers. A new neck, I guess. Any tier pieces. Not a belt because I'm going to upgrade my unstable belt. No rings. Or a trinket. 441 tier legs. Very solid. A downgrade shoulders. A very slight upgrade cape, crit haste. And then crit haste boots. We have craftable boots we can upgrade. I think we just take the 441, and then we will catalyze our 441 shoulders. This will give us 2-piece. That's a good start for him finally. He's been pretty slow at getting the tier, which means I'll be breaking my old tier set, but that's totally fine. And now we've got the Rogue. The Rogue did a full heroic clear as well, and then did a 16. So same story as the DK, 3 heroic raid slots, and 1 441 dungeon slot. We would love to see tier gloves, tier chest. A crit versus neck would be nice. Crit versus bracers. Or one of the raid trinkets, that's really it. There's not a whole lot to get at this point. I guess we'll go sub for a chance at a dagger. It would be a very, very small upgrade, but upgrade nonetheless. Okay, I see tier pieces. So those I will be catalyzing. And these I need. So I think the very clear choice is the 441 tier gloves with, wow, those are BIS stats and they're upgradable to 447. That's a good pickup. So this guy will have 4 pieces this week. Nice. And I'm 431 now. Rogue is getting juiced. Need to work on upgrading some of the embellishments to 447 as my next project. And the last character is going to be the Priest. I did 120 and a couple raid bosses. We did kill Mythic Experiments, so we're 4 of 9 Mythic now, and that means that the Chromatic Essence Trinket's going to be added to the loot pool. That's obviously what we're shooting for. It's the biggest piece by far. The Sark Cape would also be an upgrade, but I've only got 1 slot for the Heroic Raid. And Old Man Neck at 447 would be an upgrade. That's really it. I think we actually changed to healing because there are less trinkets in the pool. And you're still able to get the Chromatic Essence, the Spoils. Also a very outside chance at Rashox, which I would take for off-spec. So we will stick with healing. Don't want to get a bad DPS trinket. That is none of those things. Verse Haste Boots, which are pretty bad. This same neck that I've seen 3 times now. I actually have the Mythic version. And an offhand with Crit Haste. Or a socket. I mean, I think we just take a socket and put it in the tier helm. A little uneventful, but it is an upgrade nonetheless. We will be working on Rashox this week, so a socket is a good thing. Cool. Alright, and that's going to conclude the vault for the week. Thank you guys for watching. I'm streaming a couple times a week on Twitch, twitch.tv/Voronyx, VRONYX. Feel free to come and give me a look. Hope you guys had good vaults, and we'll see you next time. Peace.